Tonight, federal regulators are racing to save another troubled bank before financial markets open tomorrow. CBS's Skyler Henry has more on this banking crisis. And Skyler, what is going on?
Hey, Jerika, good to see you. Well, according to media reports, including from the Wall Street Journal, actually several of the nation's largest financial institutions submitted their final bids to the FDIC to try to buy the troubled First Republic Bank. Now we're learning that announcement of the winning bidder could come as early as tonight.
Federal regulators are hoping to restore confidence in the U.S. banking sector after more than a month of financial turmoil at the San Francisco-based First Republic Bank. It followed the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank in March and a Federal Reserve review of why it happened.
This is a huge finding. I mean, this is a bit of a seismic moment. We have found out this week in the Fed's own report that these banks are not well regulated.
The Fed is also tracking new signs of inflation, including stubbornly high prices on food and energy. The board meets Wednesday, expected to hike interest rates again to tamp down rising prices. And tomorrow, a big change for prospective home buyers who need a government-backed mortgage. There's a new fee structure that could potentially lower closing costs for borrowers with lower credit scores, but hike them for people with stronger scores. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are still debating the debt ceiling. The Republican-led House passed a bill that would raise the government spending limit by $1.5 trillion. It's not expected to pass in the Democrat-controlled Senate, but Republicans hope it'll pressure President Biden to negotiate with them.
It's been over 2 months since President Biden has sat down with Speaker McCarthy to have negotiations. President Biden is clearly trying to run out the clock and create a debt crisis.
The president's saying he's not going to be hostage in having veterans cuts on health care, in having cuts on K through 12 education. He's saying we can discuss that, we can negotiate, but first pay your bills.
Economists say the government could run out of money by July.